something honest.
Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. This is going to be a slightly different stream. What we're basically going to do is Baldur's Gate is releasing in about 4 hours time. I believe it is 4 hours time. Just double check that. Oh, it doesn't actually, I can't see it because yeah, I can't see it because already own it, so not telling me what time it's actually been released, but I believe it's in about 4 hours time. No forks were given, Mr. Wanker. So yeah, so I thought tonight what we'll do is maybe go through some theory crafting on what characters to play, you know, how to actually start the game, so that tomorrow when we actually start the game we've kind of got a set idea of what we're starting. I have got I am live in the Discord lobby, so if you got any opinions or things, questions, platitudes, praises for me, expressions of love and admiration, showing you respect for my genius, you're welcome to join into the lobby on the Discord. Yeah. So now, what I have been doing is I've been looking at some. Where is it? There. I've been looking at some, you know, the various classes that we read. That's true, through all the interweb cables in my area. Whole days, because the rats made those holes. Ratatouille. Yeah, so I've been kind of okay, you are even welcome to talk about your rats. Actually, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Can you guys see that? Okay, so basically with the release, let's actually put. Okay, so Bart is there. Oh no, that's Bart. Barbarians first, Bard, Cleric, Rude, Fighter, tell him before the Rude. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's in alphabetical order now. Larian's Guide. Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of. So my experience with D&D goes back to when you had the D&D basic set, then you had the expert set, the advanced, the master, and the immortal set. I had, so that's, you know, that was like D&D edition, first edition. That's when I started playing D&D. Then I didn't really play much of, you know, of the 3.5, and because, you know, time gaps and stuff like that. And I think I did play a little bit of the 5th edition, and the first thing I said when I played the 5th edition was, oh, this feels like a video game. They video gamified the game. You know, because of all the kind of... It's just the previous editions felt more open-ended. The 5th edition kind of felt more restrictive. I mean, I remember in the 1st edition, when you picked an elf, our elf was a fighter mage. That was the elf class. There wasn't anything else you could do. You were a fighter mage. That was elf. But now they've kind of got, you know, they've really expanded it. So you've got a whole type of different elves and stuff like that. And yeah, so it's kind of... And the multi-classing is, the way they've changed that as well is actually quite interesting. So it's one of these things that I am definitely going to be multi-classing, because with all these classes, it's kind of it's front-loaded. So you get 80% of the stuff on the first level of the class. 70 to 80%. So, you know, all the good abilities are like right up, and then you know the good class abilities are like right up at the front. So there's I have thoughts on various ways to go for my first playthrough. Now, one thing I am going to do is I am definitely going to be using the what's it called? The extension. I am definitely going to be using the extension to get chat's input. Get chat's input on it. So yeah, it could be interesting. Could be interesting. Yeah. Well, that's going to be the challenge, Wanker, to, because I know how screwed up you guys are. I absolutely know how screwed up you guys are. So It's gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting way.
I just think you're scared.
Hello, Hot Eyes. Hello, Schnickel.
I just think you're scared of everybody. That's your problem.
God damn, of course I'm scared of everybody. Especially Schnickel. Because he's, you know... Irish people are the scariest when it comes to... True story. I heard it from a friend of a friend.
Very true. Beware of the Irish. Oh, I forgot this cutscene. Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Yeah, I thought I'd just play this just through.
Right, they're mind players, are they?
Yeah, so these...
Hulu bastards.
Now, actually, one of the things that they did reveal is that you can actually collect those parasites and plug them into your brain for extra powers.
But you're doing something in return for that, aren't you?
Yeah, you get like a... It's in other words, it's another talent tree. Where was it? It was in their... Where is it? Okay. I think it was in one of their community things. Oh, no. Yeah, there. Okay, so... No. So, what... Okay, so what you've kind of got, you've got the illithid powers. So you can actually take those things and you can plug it into your brain and you can unlock special powers, but kind of there's obviously going to be a drawback to doing that. Like they said, you know, certain companions might not appreciate you putting more tadpoles in your brain. Yeah, that's one of the things. So it's another talent tree that you can go beyond your class abilities. I mean, like, look at this. You can actually turn into a displacer beast.
I heard that there's going to be Baldur's Gate 3 Twitch drops as well. I don't have that activated.
Yep, yeah, it is. Twitch drops. Obviously, it will be, you know, live when, and obviously I've got it Twitch drops enabled, so when it goes live, we'll be able to use them. But yes, you can get some purple underwear. Periwinkle undergarments. I think this is what Schnickel covets the most. Periwinkle undergarments.
Nice.
I think he likes the dancing shoes more.
No, Toot likes the dancing shoes. Schnickel is the periwinkle undergarments.
The trunks. And I think Snake Eyes likes the dancing shoes.
Watch 2 hours of Baldur's Gate 3 on Twitch to earn the camp clothing set. Yeah, so that's gonna be kind of one of the things.
Crotchless underwear?
Yeah, and they've got like I mean this is they revealed one of the like they apparently like
child gets to that age and you say crotchless underwear, say it ain't so, and he sits there and laughs. Dirty bastard.
yeah, I mean this was one of the interviews.
I hear footsteps, trapping on the murder lord's stone.
Orin is affectionately Bob, you don't know in what form she's
I mean it's just
she's incredibly
one of these crazy things. I mean these cutscenes are just going to be absolutely awesome.
to get what she wants.
Set my flesh to your
You know, so it's yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. Apparently 170 hours of cutscenes. But obviously you won't see them all because you won't see them all because it depends on, what you get sort of exposed to. All right, so here it is. So they're releasing 5 p.m. Gen time. Oh, I can't actually. Yeah, 5 p.m. Gen time, which is 4 p.m. in Dublin. So that's for Schneckel. See, I'll be around 11 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time. So that's pretty. I think I'm on the same time zone as that. The smell it's shocking. Shocking, I tells you. So yeah, so this would be for me 4 hours from now. Is when it releases. So yeah. And oh yeah, Steam Deck, they're hoping to get a Steam Deck validated on for release. I mean, not a lot of companies would do that, but they've actually gone and so they've really brought in that and widescreen and stuff like that. So that was their the most recent thing for it. So yeah. Now things that this was, which was, oh yeah, delete your game in early access. Okay, so this is what they pretty much advising people do for release. Delete the game, delete all your campaigns, and uninstall the early access version, and delete the mods. So these are kind of the recommendations that they given to people to prepare for the launch. So at the end of the stream, I'll kind of be deleting everything on that side. So these are their recommendations. Oh no. Announcements. There were some other things. Oh yeah, the character creator has changed quite a bit, and the multi-classing and stuff like that. So what we're going to see now is not quite what it is. Now there has been one change, which I'm not sure where it's mentioned. Split screen co-op. There you go, Hot Ice. Split screens co-op multiplayer for you and Toot. Okay. So now one of the things one of the other things that I believe is changing is if you look here, you see how an elf gets +2 dexterity and then +1 to intelligence, and a wood elf is +2 dexterity, +1 wisdom. Apparently, I heard something about that changing. If you look at a halfling, for example, or as I like to call, a gnome. Is it a gnome? Oh, that's changed. Have they changed it already? No, they couldn't have. Is it a dwarf? But anyway, so a lot of I think these two So all the classes are like, I think all the races are getting a +2 +1. Yeah, a human gets +1 on everything. I think those are going to become +2 +1. So everything is going to be normalized to the +2 +1. But I'm not sure. I haven't had any of this confirmed or anything like that. But these, what I've understood is that these are gonna be, you can choose where it goes. So like a tiefling is +2 charisma +1 intelligence. I think you could actually choose to do +2 to dexterity and +1 to wisdom, for example, on any race. I believe that's one of the things that they were, one of the changes that they were talking about. Because kind of like if you want to play a bard, you would go for something like a half elf where you get +2 charisma, and then see, you get +2 charisma and then +2 on everything else. So again, I'm not sure how that's going to work now. Are they going to lose it? Or the half elf's going to lose a point? That I'm again, these are things that we don't know until it goes live. But what I am thinking for my first character, okay, I was thinking of doing something like this. If I take a draw, you see, yeah, see the draw is dexterity +2, charisma +1. If I could swap that around, I would do that. Instead, the way currently what you do with that would be to have a drow half elf, charisma and dexterity, like that. But what I was thinking of doing is starting off as a rouge. Probably take something like urchin. That gives you sleight of hand and stealth proficiency. You know, as kind of free skills. So take that, then take a rogue, with kind of persuasion, performance, perception. Okay, that's fine. Right, but not stealth. Maybe persuasion. No. Perception. Oh shit. Acrobatic. Perception. There you go. Like that. Hey, Captain Kim. We are discussing what we're going to be doing for Baldur's Gate 3.
Welcome to the Alien Army.
And Renux. Thank you for the host and the follow. Welcome, raiders from Renux. So what we're currently doing over here is I've kind of got an open mic, ! Discord in chat if you want to, jump in with the conversation. I'm doing good. I'm very excited about Baldur's Gate. Very excited. Oh, geez, I've kind of prevented myself from playing too much. But, I've already got like 70 hours in the game. I really haven't played that much. Yeah, it's 4 hours. It actually, so Renix, I'm in Thailand. The game comes out at 11 p.m. my time, which is exactly the time that my stream ends. So I'll only be playing it tomorrow night. It's wait. In 3 hours. I mean 3.5 hours or 3 hours? So, let me just check. UTC. Well, maybe it's 10 o'clock that it comes out. Okay, the time in maybe the current time in Kuala Lumpur. They are an hour ahead of me. I think they got daylight saving. No daylight saving time. I've been reading like Kuala Lumpur is. So it comes out. Yeah. It comes out at 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah, I told you that. Like 4 o'clock for me is like an hour before your stream actually ends.
Oh, but I thought it was 1 hour ahead of Bangkok. Oh, there you go. I thought, sorry, I was thinking that I was on the same time as Singapore.
Yeah, that's how I mentioned it. At like 4 o'clock, people are going to be.
Yeah, but I don't listen to you. You know what I don't listen to you.
That's the problem.
I mean, come on. You're Scott. Unless you're talking about engineering, just jibber jabber.
I'd make a stomach into a haggis.
There you go, jibber jabber. Yeah, okay, so...
I'm not Scottish.
Oh, yeah, but you're Irish is the same thing.
No, doesn't he get the two dogs together?
Hey, I could have compared you to the Welsh, okay? I didn't.
Oh, here, no, now we're just banned.
Poor Welsh.
All right, thanks, Renix. Yeah, but we're gonna be on for a while, so
Celts.
we're gonna be on for a while. So exclamation point Discord, you can just jump in the lobby and have a chat if you finish eating and want to catch up on that side. But at the moment, we are just talking about. You see how else it works.
It'd be amazing if there was a mod that could like have 10 players all playing simultaneously in the same game and ball.
Oh, there will be. Don't you worry. There will be.
That'd be amazing.
There absolutely will be. They and you know the thing is, what they would do is if they do this, what they did with Divinity Original Sin 2 and 1, is they will find the best mods and release a definitive edition with those mods built in, so you can enable the mods, those particular mods, without having to go and install the mods yourself. They will like be part of the game that you can just enable. That's what they did with Divinity Original Sin. Larian is a very community-driven company, unlike, well, pretty much everybody else. Okay, so
is when we start like your stream tomorrow, and then you're going to make your classes and whatever. What I really like is that we're doing the Twitch integration, and then not only have you got the chat working against you, you've also got the D&D rules working against you as well. You're literally
goddamn rules. We hate the rules.
I'm going to enjoy this a lot.
Oh, there you go. Nickel, there's already something called Party Size Evolved, which is a mod to increase the number of players up to 10.
Well, that'd be really good. I mean, to be fair though, I mean, how would that even work really? I mean,
Oh, it will break the game.
yeah, I
With
mean,
10 characters. I mean, it will break the game, but it's still, just it will still, it should still run.
oh, it will run. It'll just, some of the fights will just, yeah, there won't be fights anymore, but it'll be fine.
Right. Well, it could have party v party. It's
It'll be party.
but anyway. Yeah. So okay. So what I'm this is what I'm thinking for my in-game character, my first character. It worked okay with Divinity, with Dust 2. It's going to be a very long turn order. Yeah, that's the kind of thing with the multiplayer games. But again, it's kind of after every turn, have a drink.
Well, looks like me and Schnickelads will be here a long time because you assholes will be blue-tipped. We'll win.
Yeah, well, we actually have blood in our alcohol system. You guys don't.
No,
Yes.
no, it's totally different from us. Yeah. We're born with like 5% alcohol.
All right, thanks, Raynix.
See you later.
Yeah. Popeye will be till release and the Steam servers break.
They already kind of broke this morning. They refused to sell me the fucking thing. I was like, wait a minute, why?
Yeah, because I think everybody's trying to get it now so that they get because one thing they said is if you bought the early access version on PC, you will get the deluxe version.
Oh, you'll get that no matter what version no matter what platform you buy it on. I looked at that because I was like, it's going to PS5 and everything as well. So no matter.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it, but it was a kind of nice thank you for testing the game. Yeah, but that's Larian. If you buy it afterwards, you're obviously not going to get the deluxe version, So it's kind of like a.
If I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing that's it's like cosmetic shit and stuff like that. It's nothing that you really miss out on. But anyway.
No, not really, but there's some things from Div 2 that are now cosmetics that I actually really liked, and you get to use them in this one. So that's pretty much, the reason why it got it, because I like some of the cosmetics.
Yeah, because I remember when I first introduced you guys to DOS 2, you were like, yeah, I'm not sure, it's not my type of game. Bard Song Pack sounds one adventure bag. Oh yeah, exactly, Root.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. I don't even know how many hours I've got on it now.
Yeah, Rootkin said it's a Bard Song Pack, cosmetics, adventure bag, and various other digital stuff. So again, nothing game breaking, nothing that you're going to feel underpowered if you have it. And remember, Larian don't do microtransactions. It's never been in any of their games. I don't see this one's going to be any different. So, eventually, I think with the definitive edition, you'll probably have that as a mod to add those things in.
I've got nearly 200 hours in Div 2 or DOS 2.
Oh God, I don't know how much I've got in that. Scared to look. Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. Wait. Look at how big my screen is. Okay, so only 306 hours. Still haven't finished the game. Do you know that? 306 hours and I still haven't finished the game. I still haven't finished DOS 2.
Yeah, we started with you.
Yeah, I've still got that game. I've still got that game.
Yeah, so do I. So we waited for you, and then we went and played the game twice, and still waited for you.
Yeah. So anyway, this is kind of what my character I'm thinking of having or when I play the first time, I'll either take a full draw if I can, depending on how they change the the +2 and +1 on each race. Probably have my skills like this. Now the reason I'm putting it like stealth, for example, I'm not putting that expertise on stealth because I think stealth, because you can see the cones, you can kind of, that depends on how you kind of walk. So I think it would rather be better on perception. Making sure that you see all the things and see all the traps and stuff like that. I think that would fit this guy better. So kind of use go rogue 1 for the first part. Yeah, it is a lot. Oh, I didn't even set the abilities. So I mean, I'll probably go something like this. Okay. Intelligence down. Let's see. 1 charisma. Let's take constitution down. Yeah, go something like that. $16 charisma, 16 dex, 14 wisdom, which is kind of, he's going to be a little bit light on constitution. But again, the way I'm thinking of playing this guy is not going to be front line. So now actually I did try with like something like a drow where I could actually push charisma up to 17, and again, theory crafting, we'll see where we can get with this. And then there is a character that you can talk to respec completely. So respec everything except for your race and gender. No comment on us?
Error.
Error. All right, so yeah, so I'm thinking of going like this. So first level will be a rouge. Then second level, I will switch to bard. Now with the with the bard, you can kind of, all the missing things, it will pretty much turn into a skill monkey. So basically, the bard will be, it will kind of handle all the rogue stuff, out of combat rogue stuff and things like that, but will be kind of mostly bard. Now when I was actually looking at things, where's this, when I was looking at the bard, the level cap is level 12. Okay, so really once you get to level 10, there's nothing really massive after level 10. So I was thinking of going 2 rogue and 10 bard. But then I started looking at what you get with a rogue. And I was thinking, well, okay, maybe we go 3 rogue. You kind of, get something like the archetype, which is a thief or something, a thief or trickster, or one of those other archetypes. You do get a good sneak attack, so that's, you know, so if you do sort of start from hiding in the bushes and shoot somebody with your bow or something like that, you get that extra 2d6 damage. I was thinking of either doing that, then I thought maybe go 4 rogue to get that ability improvement and 8 bard. And that should give us a character that can, you know, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if I go 3, you see, first I was thinking of going 2 rogue and then the rest bard, but then I'm thinking maybe go 3 rogue so I can get the archetype. You know, go 3 rogue to get the archetype, and, you know, 9 bard. Because let's look at what's bard. What am I looking at? Okay, neither we get the Song of Rest. So you'll miss out on that. And you'll miss out on the bardic inspiration.
Welcome to the alien army.
Oh, and motherfucker. Thank you for the follow. Did I read that right? Oh, motherfucking. So I was thinking of maybe going 4 4 rogue so I can get the ability, and 8 bard. So you still get things like, now if I take the law bard, then you will get this feature, magical secrets. You'll get it at level 6, and you'll get more abilities. So you'll be a skill monkey that can actually do some sneak damage and stuff like that. You know, not completely useless. So you've got the whole option of, you can be, it will be kind of a good support type character, because you can either, if anybody gets through, you can take them out. You'll have, you know, the ability to take them out with your attacks and stuff like that. But you can stand at a distance and just, you know, use bard spells all the time, and you've got kind of the whole skill monkey thing going. And he'll be my sort of front person conversationalist and things like that. So that was one idea. That was kind of my initial thing of how to start the game. But then I saw somebody else do something that was really interesting. And it goes like this. It goes Cleric 1 of the life domain. See, okay, so with that one, I wouldn't need somebody like Asterion. So I wouldn't have Asterion in the group, because, you know, I could fulfill that role. But I saw somebody do something like this, which is you take life domain, life domain cleric. Now with a cleric, it gives you a medium armor. Doesn't give you heavy armor. It gives you medium armor, right? And shield. And you have things like guidance. So, you know, as a cantrip, so that kind of helps all your skill checks, ability checks. I mean, you could probably take, maybe remove that and take that one. That would help your advantage of intimidation and performance as your things. Then your prepared spells would be something like, let's see, take Guiding Bolt, because why not? Bane and Maybe command. Now note I haven't taken any healing spell. As a life domain. Now the thing about the life domain is the heals. Okay. With the life domain, you get it over there, bless and cure wounds. Okay, so if you look over there, there's this thing. Okay, so if you look over there, it's got +2. So the life domain gives you +2 on any healing spells. So if you do this at level 1, take the cleric, a life cleric at level 1, and then switch to bard. And do the rest, just go straight through with bard. And basically you take the, if you look at the bard, the bard has got some healing spells and stuff like that. And so this is 1d4 plus 3 plus 2. So it'd be, 1d4 plus 5. And then I wouldn't even have to get a high wisdom or anything like that on this guy. He could still do the thief thing. He could still have sleight of hand and stuff like that. But then it'll be like a skill monkey healer. He could actually be the group's healer. Yeah. I was... what was the one? I was looking at a couple of ones. I saw something like that. I saw one. I saw sort of a breakdown like that. So if you look at let's look at bard spells. So you'll probably take the law bard. Okay, so yeah, where does it say a bard spell? Okay, so these aren't all the spells because unfortunately you can't actually. I don't know if you can see it in the. I don't know if you can see what the actual ones have got in the main thing. What Baldur's Gate are actually what they've done, but you've got things like the mending. Mending is a. Oh, that's a cantrip. First level, cure wounds. So it's healing word. And these are the bard spells. So, you can make this person sort of a healer, sort of caster, sort of a controller type character. And then you wouldn't need somebody like Shadowheart, because the bard would actually take over that thing, meaning that instead of Shadowheart, you could have, say, you could have somebody else, right? You could have like, there you go, mass healing word. I mean, this is again bard stuff. You could have maybe Lazel, Asterion, maybe Will or Gale. So you wouldn't actually need, you wouldn't need the cleric. No one was going to be playing with you. Nobody's playing with me. Oh, yeah, well, no, I had to play with my boulders. They're hairy. My hairy boulders. So we just, so lovers, we're just kind of theory crafting on what to do for the bod. Or for, you know, for my first character. So these are the two. Okay, basically for the stream game, these are what I'm thinking of. Either going rogue bard or one cleric bard. One cleric and then the rest bard. So either make the bard kind of thiefy. So maybe 4 thief, 8 bard. So make the bard like a thiefy type person. Or make bard full support. You know, support heals. And that would be the 1 cleric, 11 bard. Because you wouldn't need any other thing in cleric. You just want that life domain. That would be kind of the... Yes. So they've... So basically, you're going to have... the only class missing from here is the monk. And so basically there's going to be 12 classes, 48 subclasses. Classes and 48 subclasses, and it's going to include multi-classing. That's kind of which multi-classing hasn't been in... multi-classing has not been in the early access. So it's kind of... We just, you know, assuming how we think it's going to work. Or at least, you know, from what they've said and stuff like that. More caster support with... and it's kind of going to be sort of the heals. It's going to be the, you know, the heal bitch as well. So that's kind of... He's making a poop. So that's kind of, you know, that's what I'm thinking for the stream game, because God is just... Yeah, it's all right. No, she's a lot. Sometimes she has a little bit of a funny tummy, and then she kind of makes a mess. On it. This one. She also doesn't cover her poop. The other cat normally goes in after her to cover her poop. But that was the one, the little girl cat. This is the big boy cat. And oh, no, she's never she's she. Okay, so she takes a dump in the litter box, and then she spends about 2 minutes wiping her feet on the side of the litter box, but doesn't cover her poop. This is a woman for you. What else do you cover your poop? So the boy cat usually goes in after her and covers her poop for her. No, she displays it to everyone. Yeah, 2 more hours, Roxana. So anyway, yeah, so okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for my stream game. Has anybody got any ideas of what you're gonna use for your first playthrough? Dragonborn Paladin. Yeah, the Dragonborn's an interesting one. I mean, the other one I was thinking of is the Sorlock. What races can you pick? Okay, so currently, all right. So one of the things that I'm missing from here is the monk. The monk is confirmed. I haven't played the monk. I definitely want to play the monk. I want to make a monk rogue to make like an assassin. Even rogue doesn't have the subclass assassin yet. It's in the main game, but it's not there yet. Actually, is there anything on the Larian? Where is it? Have a look. Yeah, but okay. So I mean, one of the things about, let me see if it's party time. Okay, this is no. Let's see, is there, do they have the, okay, so these are, okay, so they don't really have it.
Welcome.
Yeah, they don't really have anything there. And oh god, I missed that. Who was that? I missed that follow. Whoever followed me, thank you. I've got no notification, so I can't see who it is. Oh, Drisnak. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Alien Army. It's going good. It's going good. We are figuring out what we're going to do. I've got an open, sort of an open channel in Discord. So if anybody wants to jump in and give ideas, or just have a chat about what they are going to be doing, then feel free to jump in there.
Hello.
Hello.
Too late. I already there.
So,
Mike fell.
okay. So what's your first character? What are you planning to do? Your first playthrough?
Was that a question for me or for chat? Sorry.
But for everyone, but I'm asking you.
Okay. I already answered you in Twitch.
Yeah, I don't read your Twitch.
Paladin. Yeah, you also read
Well,
the message that I
yeah,
sent
the
you?
barbarian,
Community update 20 has a pick with all classes and races and subclasses in Steam.
Where is it? Is it there?
In Steam, Community Update 20. That's
Okay.
everything you need to know.
Let's see. Open okay. Can't see through this mic.
If you go to your Steam overlay, your library, I mean, and then click on Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah, I've got it over here.
there you can. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we looked at a few of them. Let's see. 20. There you go.
20. And then scroll a lot down, a lot.
Oh, wait, that's 20.
Yeah, that's 20. We're in 21 earlier.
Ah, yeah, you go. Okay, so
There you go.
right, so the races that aren't in, that are going to be in, are the half orc and the dragonborn. So those are the two races, and you can kind of see like the different, you know, sub races of those. So Zerial Tiefling, I don't think is in at the moment.
If you scroll more down, you will see all the new subclasses they will add also.
Yeah. But we're just going through. We just the question was what races. Oh yeah, and then the Dragonborn, you've got Black Dragon, Blue Dragon, Copper, Gold, and each of them have got their own thing. And apparently, okay, so they did show on a video that if you take a Dragonborn sorcerer and have, you know, the magic from the magic, what's it called, dragon touched or whatever, you can actually kind of have a red dragon with the gold shimmering and stuff like that. It's like, it looks really incredible. Like, yeah, and you got all the breaths with the Dragon Ball, but the sorcerer has that. They've actually did something special for the sorcerer. So if you look here with the sorcerer, so let's take a one. Okay, so you got the subclass. You got wild magic, draconic bloodline. Now, you see this? If I take appearance and there is yeah, okay. So you've kind of got, you know, different scale patterns. Now on the if you take draconic bloodline and you have a dragonborn, it changes the whole texture of the dragonborn so that it kind of makes it like a chromatic type of look and all that sort of stuff. They did show it in some videos and that, and it looks really impressive. I mean, really, really cool. You know, so it's that's gonna be an interesting one. I'm definitely gonna have a sort of in the playthrough. I'm definitely gonna be running a warlock, and sorcerer combined. Let's have a go back to that list.
The monk gets 3 different subclasses.
Yeah. Well, okay. So these are all the races and sub races that they've got. Doesn't the Githyanki have a sub race? Oh no. The Githyanki does have a sub race, but they've only got the one. They've only using the one version in here. Because the one's kind of the Githyanki hippies or something. Where we playing with the Githyanki warriors. The Githyanki is for fight. The other version of the Githyanki is like a bunch of hippies. Okay, so so that's kind of all right. Then in the okay, so the classes. All right, so these are the classes and the subclasses. So you've got the Barbarian, you've got Berserker and Wild Art, which you can play at the moment, but they've got the Wild Magic one. They've added the subclass of the Wild Magic. Druid, you've currently got Land and the Moon. Now there's the new Spore Druid. Fighter, they've added in the Champion. Ranger, they've added in Gloomstalker. Rogue, they added in Assassin, which I believe has got something like a shadow jump or something like that.
Yes, that's correct. I've read that in there.
Yeah, Brisnak, you can't be a goblin, but you can be a gnome if you really want. If you really want to be annoying, a gnome and a halfling. That would make you really annoying to most people. All right, so then you got a gnome. Oh God. Okay. One thing which you learn about me. Oh, they have got a dwerger. They have got dwergers. So dwarf. Dwerger. So you can be. So yeah. That is one. Now they've added in the Storm Sorcerer. I had an idea as well. A kind of a cleric. You see, look, they added in a bunch of new things. A Tempest Cleric and Storm Sorcerer. I also had an idea of I've got a nature cleric as well. I had an idea of making a party, an all-natural party. Just everybody uses nature. So you've got like kind of a nature cleric, you've got the druid, you've got the ranger gloomstalker, the sort of I mean, which other one? Yeah, kind of like a maybe a druid, ranger, nature cleric. But I need something else to pull up that one in. Naturist body. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. So here's the monk. You've got the monk of the open hand, shadow, and 4 elements. And apparently they made, from what I understand, with the monk, the original monk stuff, the open hand strikes are the martial arts. The open hand does 1d4. One thing that they did mention,
Welcome to Alien Army.
and Darkstar, thank you for the follow. Weren't you following already? Oh, with that on kick.
On kick, yeah, you're welcome.
Nice. Woohoo! Yeah, so they've actually changed this. So it starts at 1d6. And I think then it goes to 1d8 and 1d10. So they've kind of bumped up the damage. They've made the monk sort of a lot more powerful than the standard D&D monk. Dragonborn Eldritch Knight. Oh, you know what you could do? Paladin, Oathbreaker, with a Warlock and a Sork.
To Alien Army.
Hey, Pastor Elman. Thank you for that follow. Yeah, so Paladin, Oathbreak, a Warlock with a Pact, and then a Sork for those extra spell slots. What are you doing with the sock? Sock it to you, baby. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got a lot of different Vengeance. Ooh, Vengeance Paladin. Not the Oathbreaker. So yeah, there's a Necromancy is a new one, so I'm not sure how that's going to work with a wizard. What have you got with the cleric? You got a war cleric. So one of the builds I saw for the Sorlock was actually an interesting one. Okay, so at Warrior level 2, you get the Action Surge. Okay, so 2 levels of Fighter and you get an Action Surge, giving you another, an extra action. So this is kind of the way this works. Is you start with Fighter, then you take 2 Warlock things, then you have a Fighter to get that Action Surge. So basically you've got your Eldritch Blast with your Action Surge, so you could actually in one turn hit like 2 Eldritch Blasts at level 4. With the Agonizing and Repelling, so all your Charisma gets added to that. And you can wear heavy armor and shit like that. And then one of the cool things with the Fighter is it has a Constitution save. So it means it will help you maintain concentration on any spells. And also Warlock at level 2, you've got your 2 spell slots. And then after that, you just go Sorcerer. So it's Fighter, Warlock, Fighter, and then from there on, Sorcerer. And that is the version of Sorlock I'm looking at going. I mean, you've got the meta magic, so your twin spells, you've got Quicken, bonus actions, then you've also got Action Surge, so you get another one. Holy shit, you could pump out so much DPS with that guy. It would be scary. The game is full multiplayer. Well, no, yeah, it's co-op. It's a co-op game. It's not, you don't play against anybody. It's a PvE game, but you can have up to 4 people joining you in the game, Driznak. So you can actually play even split screen. So 2 people can sit at the same computer and play together. Also, the thing is, it's kind of like Divinity, that if people don't, so for example, say you start the game and your friends join you and stuff like that, and then, you start another session, your friends aren't around, you can continue with their characters and stuff like that. Then later on they join, you'll be able to assign the character to them, and then they can continue playing. So you're not prevented from playing if your friends aren't there. Which a lot of games kind of, everybody has to be there to play. So while they're not there, they can control it. And it's also kind of the thing that if they do it the same as Divinity, then you can actually say, okay, I'll control these 2 characters, you control those 2 characters. So it's and it will probably, there's like 99% chance it will do the exact same that they did with Divinity. So you can actually divide the characters up. So yeah, and then there's a whole bunch of, they added in a whole bunch of extra feats and stuff like that. New spells. Again, add in a whole bunch of extra spells. So this is all part of the, you can look at the, what's called, the developer blogs in, on the actual Steam page. Yeah, they were going to have the level cap at 10. They actually raised it to 12. Six players. Okay. Well, I mean, 6 is still allowing 6 people instead of 4. It's you know, it just adds. I mean, let's see. You know, I've got a. I often have a group of like 4 to 5 people that want to play, and that way you could all sort of add that extra one. Oh, jeez. People will push this, and Larian will actually watch people pushing it and say, oh, maybe we can add that in if it's good. You know, they did that with Divinity. So yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting way to go with this. I mean, it's, yeah, where's the fighter? That's second wind. No. Oh, so you got a heal, but you'll get that action surge at level 2. Oh, the Githyanki gets a mage hand. Well, so yeah, so I'm definitely going to be starting with the bard one. Probably my offline game, I'm probably going to run that Sorlock that I mentioned. But there is another one, because I really want to play the what's this one called? Oh, it's kind of like a, I really want to play a rogue monk mix as well. I might actually turn Asterion into the rogue monk. Blade lock. Yeah, there's no hexblade thing, but I think there was something where you could. Oh, Pact of the Blade. Pact of the Blade gives your weapons a charisma modifier to them. So what you could do is you could start well, listen to this. Fighter 2. So you start with Fighter. That will give you like heavy armor and shit like that. Right? And, you know, Fighter 2. So you start with Fighter. Then you go Warlock 2. Or maybe Warlock 3 to get Pact of the Blade. And then you go Fighter for the action surge. And you've got a frontline Warlock. Why not? I'm not sure what. Maybe then throw in a barbarian for rage. Yeah, throw in a barbarian to get the rage mechanic. then you've got a really angry frontline warlock. Or then you go Sork. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, here's what you do. Fighter, Warlock 3, Fighter, Paladin. And then Sorcerer. Now the Paladin to get the Smite. And the Sorcerer to give you all the extra spells. I wonder if Meta Magic will work with Smite. You know, twin spells. Yeah, Shant, that's kind of what we're doing over here. We are just trying out, you know, just trying to theorycraft of different character, you know, different ways to go with everything. But yeah, so if you take adding a paladin to get you your smite, you will have a heavy armor warlock in the front, dishing out damage, and when they hit somebody, smites them. Thank you, Dave. Actually, there was one idea that I saw, which was, it was like a druid, a barbarian druid, barbarian and druid mix. Wait, what was it? Barbarian, druid, or moon druid mix, so that you can actually rage while in animal form, and you can't cast spells while raging. But if you're a bear, I think it was barbarian 2, so you could get reckless attacks. Barbarian. That's kind of why I got all these things. Yeah, barbarian 2, reckless attack. So there you go. You go barbarian 2, and then you go moon druid, and then you rage while you're an animal with reckless attack. And that's like seriously, there is a raging tank in the front line. Because the thing is, with the way it works with the druids in animal form, when your animal form dies, you revert, or gets sort of killed, you revert to, you know, your normal form. And then of course you got all the druid stuff to go. So oof, Jesus, I haven't played that. Yeah, holy shit, that thing's gonna be near unkillable. How the hell are you gonna take that thing down? Because one of the things that orcs have is when they take a killing blow, or, you know, get a blow to knock them, you know, well, to basically kill them, they have 1 hit point. But once that happens, boom, into animal form, you got full HP. And off you go again. And of course, again, I'm not sure if the moon hill, I think it's a moon hill or something like that you can use to heal your. I'm not sure if rage is going to affect that. That's actually a really nice idea. I like that. I mean, myself, I've never really been I've never enjoyed the frontline fighters. I kind of like the sneaky rogues, the sorcerers, that sort of thing. That's kind of always been my thing. The plain fighter never enjoyed much. Yeah, ranger. Okay, that. All right, Gloomstalker ranger, a Gloomstalker ranger, and a thief, a rogue assassin. That is a deadly combination. Because they just won't be able to see you, and you could just stand back and absolutely murderize everything. That's a very powerful combination. Well, I mean, yeah, fighter is, but like I was saying with my Sorlock I was making, I was going to take the fighter just for the action surge. So with my Sorlock that I mentioned, I was going to have fighter 1, warlock at 2, warlock at 3, fighter at 4, and then after that, sorcerer. So you kind of, use your Eldritch Blast, then you can action surge and use your Eldritch Blast again. Once you've got meta magic, so that's like 2 Eldritch Blasts in one show. Then with your meta magic, 2 Eldritch Blasts, and if you've got the Quicken, action surge, another 2 Eldritch Blasts, and then if you got the Quicken as a bonus action, depending on your sword points, another 2 action blasts. Oh yeah, it's totally D&D. It's basically D&D. I was saying that you could actually learn D&D 5 rules by playing this game. There are a few homebrew aspects to it, so it's not 100% D&D 5e, but it's as close as you'll get. Yeah, it's I mean, again, they had to make a few changes for video game and stuff like that, but it's pretty damn close to 5e. Yeah, that's Sassaplay's got it right. It's just minor adjustments to what's going on with it. Like for example, I mean, like I was saying, things like one of the adjustments that they've done is the monk. These martial arts attacks are 1d4. They've actually made that 1d6, so they've bumped it up 1d6, and I think then it becomes 1d8. So they've they've made some changes to just because apparently, from what I understand, the monk is slightly underpowered in the normal game. But yeah, well, what I was thinking is of a rogue monk. So yes. So okay, so we've been talking about the multi-classing. Now, one of the things, in order to multi-class, a lot of the time you need to have, so for example, if I wanted to multi-class this guy into a fighter, I would have to have at least 13 strength and probably 13 constitution in order to multi-class. However, they've removed all those restrictions, so you can multi-class into a fighter even though you've got 10 strength. You know, so again, I haven't played D&D 5e in a long time. So, and actually they did mention there is an achievement for being a multi-class of every class. So you got the 12 classes, one barbarian, one bard, one cleric. Is an achievement for being every class. So that's so yeah, I've been kind of like taking notes of you know, sort of different things. Oh, it's gonna be, yeah. But the thing is, with a lot of the D&D stuff, the things are very front loaded. I've always had a problem with multi-class. Is like, what level actually are you? But again, it's the more I've been, you know, watching and reading about it, I think you get more benefits multi-classing than being straight. And because you can respec, so what they've also mentioned is the, like for example, the, what do they call it, set characters? You know, the companions like Shadowheart and Asterion and Lizelle and all those characters, you can actually respec them as well. So you can make Lizelle into a wizard if you want to. Now, in her, when she, you know, deals with everybody, she'll still, the game will still think that she's a, you know, she's a warrior or a fighter, but you can play with her as a wizard if you want to. So that's kind of oh yeah. So you do miss out on the top spells, but the question is, do you benefit from the other class more than the top spells? Like with a warlock, getting more than 2 levels in warlock, is it, you know, like 2 levels of warlock and then going sork? You're missing 2 levels of sork, so you level 10 sork, level 2 warlock. Are you missing out on anything, or are you gaining more by doing that? Yeah, Shaka, that's kind of the thought I think a lot of people are having, is an expansion. If I mean, look, the game is already extremely well received. It really is. If they add an expansion, maybe add like 2 expansions to it. The first one bumping your level cap up to like 16, and the last one upping it up to 20. You know, it's like massive, you know, adding extra zones and stuff like that. You know, they might do, or they might just say, hey, let's do Baldur's Gate 3.2. You know, and continue the story. It's like, you don't know. I mean, they they've got better every time. I mean, yes, this is a huge game. It took them a long time to do it, but if they've got all the mechanics worked out, then building another one off the mechanics that they've already worked out shouldn't be as bad as doing it for the first time, because they had to convert the DOS 2 mechanics, you know, into D&D mechanics. Now that they've done that, it should be a lot easier to build a second Baldur's Gate off it. But yeah, it's oh, for one run, Shako, that's for one run. I mean, they got, you know, there's hundreds of ways of doing things. Like, you could start the game and be a murder hobo and kill all your companions and take their stuff, and then use, you know, and then that will give you a completely different game to, and then of course you can play as the companions as well. So you know, you can play as, start off as these guys and play their story. So for example, like Shadowheart's got a big secret that you don't know, but if you play as her, you'll know the secret, and then you can just, you know, oh god, it's what I think. And then of course there's a ton of secrets in the game. There's a lot of little side passages and things, and depending on your dialogue options, you know, will send you on completely different paths and stuff like that. I mean, they did state that there's over 170 hours of cutscenes. That's just cutscenes. 170 hours of cutscenes. Now, it's not that you will see 170 hours cutscenes in one play. You might only see 50 hours of cutscenes in one play.
That's insane.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's how usual this game is. You could play this game
How much replay
4
is
times
program?
and get completely different games.
What the fuck? I love it.
You can literally play this game 4 times and get completely different things. I mean, they have added in a new origin story called the Dark Urge, and one of the scenes that they showed with the Dark Urge was when Gale is stepping out of the portal. You say, "Oh, well, it would be so easy to just chop off his hand." And you literally kill Gale by chopping off his hand. If you give into the surge. Like, I mean, honestly, when I start playing this, I'm going to be streaming my play with my character, and I'm going to be using the Twitch extension. So I'm going to let the audience decide what to choose.
Oh,
I have no idea what kind of game I'm going to have.
Oh, van Koopbeer.
In other words, it's like I have no idea where it's going to go. None at all. Yeah, you get the hirelings, which can do everything, and then of course you got the respec, so you can respec anybody, anytime and stuff like that. So a lot of people will do things like they'll, play a warrior other than up to level 6, and then, or a warrior straight up until level 6, and then switch over to like the multi-class, because then you can choose it, something better. Something that would be weaker at the start, but at level 6 starts getting a little bit better. So yeah, the ability to respec is also something that D&D doesn't have. So you aren't really punished for learning the game. And then of course, once you've got it, then there's a different, then you've got like honor mode and tactician mode and stuff like that. So different ways of playing. I mean, I know in early access, if you stumbled into a combat and you weren't prepared, you could get absolutely slaughtered. That was a scary thing. Yeah, the Oathbreaker Paladin, which is great. So you just take a paladin, you break your oath, and then you have the option. Then you become an Oathbreaker, which gives you a whole different things. Like instead of turn undead, you'll be able to control undead. That's a whole separate subclass, and you can then switch back to your oath if you want to. And I was trying to break my oath as a paladin. I just couldn't manage it for some odd reason. But yeah, the Oathbreaker Paladin with a Warlock that's a scary thought. What did somebody? Yeah, I mean one of the things that I'm also looking at is something like I said before, a sorcerer. So a sorcerer with storm magic, and then a tempest cleric. So like you got two cleric, to get the two cleric. So you've got the tempest cleric. So you've got the its storm abilities and things like I think create water or whatever, so you can wet everybody. And then you've got the tempest. I mean the storm sorcerer. That's like lightning.
Welcome to the alien army.
And in hell, Donkey Dick. That's a great name. Mr. Donkey Dick. The game should be releasing in about an hour? Hour and 20 minutes. At the moment, we're just busy, this is kind of the early access version. Are we busy, talking about what classes and things like that to go? It is... Where's my... It is... What region are you in? In the US, it's like a $60 game, 50 quid in the UK. In Thailand, it's 1,799 baht. Okay, but if you kind of pre-order it now, so in other words, you buy the early access version, you will be auto upgraded to the deluxe version. It's kind of their little, I mean, I've had this game for 3 years, or since literally the day it launched. Day it launched in early access is when I bought it. Because of DOS 2 and stuff like that. So yeah, the early access versions get upgraded to the deluxe version, which basically gives you some cosmetics and things like that. Somebody actually mentioned earlier exactly what you got with it. Doesn't actually have. I mean, look at this. Let's just refresh this. Okay. These currently is not released yet. There's currently 13,000 people at this moment playing the game. It's releasing in an hour, and there are still 13,000 people playing the game. This is going to, I would say this is going to probably go to about 150,000. I would say the all-time peak is going to be like, I think it's going to get to like 150. Remnant is on 110,000. I think this is actually concurrent. It's going to be pretty crazy. Oh, and there's a thing where if you got the GOG version or the, I don't know if they're on Epic, you can actually cross play and cross save and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's 96 early access, 96% positive. $12,000 people in early access have given it, and in total, released, 7th of October 2020 is when it came to early access. And Mr. Muffagan coming in with the Prime. Mr. Muffagan with the Prime, thank you. Much appreciated. Well, Shaka, they did the same with Divinity Original Sin. They did the same thing. First chapter in early access to kind of work out all the systems, get the feedback, feel what worked and whatever. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't play it on release on DOS 2. I actually came to that game much later. From reports, the chapters after the first one were a little bit lacking compared to, I think they've improved. They improved since release, but there were some issues with the later chapters. I don't think they're going to fall into that same sort of problem over here. Yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk at the moment is really good. I recently played through the whole Cyberpunk again. It's really good, and the expansion that they're releasing, the DLC for Cyberpunk, apparently changed the entire game. Yeah, it was. I'll be quite honest. I played Cyberpunk on release on PC. With a 1070 video card. I didn't really have a lot of problems. On PC, I didn't have a lot of problems at all. But then again, I wasn't expecting, I didn't get overhyped for the game. I kind of heard about it and said, it's the guys who did The Witcher 3 and stuff like that, and CD Projekt Red, yeah, good game. Let's get it. So on PC I didn't have any problem, but on the consoles it just, you see, I think the problem is PC it worked mostly. Okay, it didn't have everything that they said it would have. That's kind of the big thing. They did overhype what the system would be able to do, which it didn't do. I mean, with this game, if you're playing the early access, you can see the stuff doing what it needs to be doing. You know, so kind of on that side, the Cyberpunk was, I mean, it worked on PC, but they were trying to squeeze all that into a shitty console. And consoles are just shitty. I'm sorry, a console can't hold a candle to a PC. It just can't. So I've always said consoles are the bane of gaming because you are always stuck to the limitations of a console with games. You stuck. The newer consoles are a lot better, but still, I mean, what the reason this game is releasing on PC on the 3rd, they're releasing an entire month early on PC, and on the PS5 on the 6th of September, a month later, is because they still can't get the game working to the standards that they want on the PS5. They're still busy trying to tune it to work on the PS5. And the Xbox, they can't get it working on the Xbox properly because they've got to, not only have they got to make it work on these 2 tiers of Xbox, Series X or something, or Series S, or is the lower tier or something like that. So they might have it working properly on the full Xbox, but then on the cheap Xbox, they can't get it working the same as it is on the proper Xbox. So the Xbox is nowhere near release ready.
That's going to be interesting when the PlayStation Pro comes out later this year.
Which one? Broken?
When the PlayStation Pro comes out later this year.
Oh yeah, so that adds more things. I mean, the whole idea of the console is to make a set hardware, but now even the consoles are starting to split off to do things. I mean, they've got the thing working properly on a Steam Deck. It's validated on Steam Deck. You know, it's... Hey, Rap Video Games. Yeah, so so in about an hour, 10 minutes, you should be able to start downloading the full game. But what they've suggested you do is, if you've got the early access, delete all the campaigns and saves and stuff like that, and then uninstall the game so that you do a fresh install of the release version. And that will be, yeah, in about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, it's
Oh, and they advise you to update your graphics drivers also when you open the launcher. So.
Oh yeah, but I mean, graphic drives are always there. Oh, and it does work with Vulkan, so our defaults to using Vulkan, a real API, not shitty DirectX crap. But if that, if you've got an older graphics card and stuff like that, you might have to switch it over to DirectX 11.
Oh yeah, it's 150 gigs.
Oh yeah. So it's I believe 122 gigs download.
Is that before or after the compression, the compression?
Yeah, it would probably be 150.
Okay, 150 after the unpack. Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
But 122 gig download. That's what they said. So
That's not too bad. That's like.
don't expect to get it at full speed because
It's called gingivitis, and it occurs because ginger kids have no souls.
Thank you for that comment, Dave. Very important, just for that. There you go. Yeah, and I fully expect the Steam servers to go under major pressure when when the game goes live. I have no intention of playing the game tonight, because for me it is currently 9 p.m. The game releases in an hour, and I'll probably set it on download, and then even though I've got a gigabit internet, tomorrow 12 p.m. UTC is when I will actually start playing it on stream. I will definitely go in before that. Got to play an offline game. Test it out, make sure everything's working.
Yeah, I have a full party ready to go.
Test it, you gotta test it.
Amazing.
But I'm ready to start playing it on get up and play with it. What would your husband say if I played with you, Lars? That would be wrong.
Oh,
What
yeah.
would my wife say? This is true. This is true. Anyway, so can I take any more? All right. So, has anybody got any other, things, like different builds that you want to try on that, or any particular class? It's kind of, see, I mean, monk has always appealed to me. I'm going to have to play a monk class, but then again, I like the Sorlock as well. That's kind of. What do you say about Kick as a streaming platform? Very small. Okay, so streaming platforms. The thing is, which is the biggest boy on the block for live streaming? YouTube has caught up a lot, but in order to get noticed on YouTube, you can't just do live streaming. You have to have edited short, sort of highlight reels and short sort of things, and then have the live streaming on a separate channel. You do not get viewership just live streaming on YouTube. You have to have extra stuff with it. That at least that's what I've noticed. Kick is a better streaming platform than Twitch because you can stream up to 8 megabits instead of 6. I mean, it's kind of using the same infrastructure as Twitch, and they are definitely more streamer focused than Twitch. Twitch is more what's a nice way of playing it? Well, what's the way? Twitch is more social justice warrior focused than actual streamers. For example, never watched a boob streamer, never gone to a boob streamer channel on that, yet boob streamers are always in the recommended channels. That's Twitch. In Kick, I went over there, there's actually in your settings to disable hot tubs and gambling streams. You literally put it in the Twitch, in the Kick settings, you 2 checkboxes, disable those. I've never seen a boob stream on Kick or gambling stream on Kick. It's that easy, but not with Twitch. They like to virtue signal everything. So, Twitch is also very hostile to their streamers when it comes to monetary stuff. They make it. I can't watch things on Twitch anymore. Besides the player being shit, it kind of crashes all the time. Also, every time you go, you say, "Oh, let's look around and see, what other streamers are doing and stuff like that." You get bombarded with adverts. And I'm not going to sit there for 30 seconds to 2 minutes to actually get into somebody's stream to see if they're interesting or not. As soon as I see an advert, I click out. You can't grow your channel with that sort of thing happening all the time. You know, it's yeah, kick is kind of, it's going to take time for it to grow and stuff like that. I mean, I don't, you know, I've got 6,500 followers on Twitch. I've got 16 on Kick. You know, so that's kind of, it's taking time, but what I'm doing is you know, I'm just giving it time. It's like, we'll see how it goes. I mean, let's put it this way. Yeah, I'm dual streaming because fuck Twitch, as far as I'm concerned. I can't. I went to go look at exactly what it said in the partner agreement. It's in Thai. No way for me to even have a look at it in English. I asked in the official Discord, how can I see this in English? No response. So as far as I'm concerned, there is no partner agreement anymore because I can't read it. They have not made it available to me in any way, shape or form for me to actually see it. So, yeah. So screw them. If they ban me, it's not a big deal. It's kind of one of those things. Yeah. But yeah, I hope. I mean, I really, really hope it grows. And got it in Vulcan. No, Klingon. Klingon is the language of love. But it, yeah, changed my mind. Klingon is the language of love. Yeah, but I mean, you know, there's a few big people. Like, for example, one of the boob streamers that went from Twitch to Kick, that I kept on getting blasted on my recommended channel all the time, with, you know, sitting there with her legs wide open, you know, and the boobs hanging out, you know, Amaranth. Always on my recommended channel, you know, it's like always there. He moved over to Kick. Because I turned off, you know, because I hit that little checkbox, never heard a peep or seen it in any of the times I've gone browsing on Kick. Just not there for me. Where Twitch pushed it into my face constantly. So that's, you know, that's a major difference. Hey, there are plenty of sites out there if you want to see titties and stuff like that, that, you know, actually good ones. You know, it's
Debatable if they're good.
well, definitely, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, besides, you know, I always have a little bit of pussy on stream. Yeah, she is.
Respect. Question, Talong. I heard
There you go.
rumors, I'm not sure if it's true, but early access buyers of the game for Baldur's get upgraded to the deluxe version. Is that correct? That rumor?
Yeah, if you get the early access, you are you'll be on release you'll automatically be upgraded to the deluxe version.
Amazing.
I'm streaming using OBS at 1920 by 1080, but stream is only 720. Well, I'm actually, my canvas and that is running at 1440. And you kind of need to downscale it to what you stream at, to what you're streaming at. So inside OBS, there should be a streaming thing, and I think it's like 720 is probably the default. So you just need to look at your video options to what the output is. Yeah, Kick does support 1080 streaming at 8 megabits. Twitch only supports 1080 streaming at 6 megabits. So because I am sending this out to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, I am stuck on 6 megabits. If I send it to YouTube, I could stream at 20 megabits. But so because of Twitch, I can only do at 6 megabits. Oh yeah, I mean that, streaming is kind of the thing where some people just stream on Discord. Few people, you can stream you can actually stream to Steam. Now, I would love Steam.
Welcome to the Alien Army.
And Sponge of Bullets, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Alien Army. Now, Steam already has the full streaming setup done. All they need to do is add a website to make streams more discoverable and stuff like that. And they could, some of their streams have like thousands and thousands of viewers on it. So I don't see any. I'd love Steam to just say, okay, yeah, we are opening up a streaming service. I think that would actually wreck Twitch straight away, because you're only going to get games on Steam. You're not going to get all the other booby streamers. Now, I don't mind the booby streamers on Kick and stuff like that, because they never advertised it as a gaming only service, which Twitch originally was. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, 55 minutes to go. So I'm not sure. Again, I have got an open mic at the moment. So if you got anything and you just want to have a chat.
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Way ya. Now there you go.
Thanks, Dave.
There you go. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with.
I occasionally do art streams and Blender and stuff like that, and that's one of the things I made on stream. Made bananas. Oh, I even made one specially for Hot Ice, because she never makes me a sandwich when I want her to make me a sandwich. So you see, I made this one for her. See, notice the ginger hair?
Where's my sandwich?
Oh yeah, the gifts don't work on
This is called gingivitis, and it occurs because ginger kids have no souls.
the gifts don't actually work on. I haven't been able to get them to work on Kick. The bot doesn't allow it yet. Gift spam. So that's one of the things that sort of subs on my channel, I've got a whole list of gifts to join in. I mean, I'm trying to, you know, I'm waiting for the
Found anything yet?
Yes.
Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm waiting for the sort of kicks. They got to still do a chat API, and once that comes out, then hopefully there will be a better. Skip spam. That's terrible. Right. No, you're never done. We know that. All right, so Others, what are your plans for your first character? What are you planning to do?
Red hair.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
Okay, so
Donuts.
Oh, what is that gif? Oh no. No, that's just a no. Fuck.
that's a great one.
Disgusting.
Using a
Alien had a big head and big black eyes.
yeah, two PC setup.
I said, what do you want from me, alien? And do you know what he said?
Tree fitted.
Let me tell the damn story now. He said tree fitted. And so I realized that it wasn't no alien, it was that goddamn Loch Ness monster again trying to trick me into giving him tree fitted by dressing up like an alien.
So yeah, I am using a 2 PC setup. I did try a single PC, but even with the 3090, things stutter. On certain games, shit just stutters. And it's just so much simpler on a multi-PC setup. You know, you got a capture card, your stuff goes in there, it doesn't affect, you know, you just mirror your monitor and then that mirror goes to the other one. It doesn't affect your gameplay or anything like that. You know, and then of course inside the you don't have a powerful stream PC, which the old days used to have a really powerful stream PC to sort of encode the stuff, you know, at a good rate to get a sharp picture.
Exterminate!
Nowadays, all I'm doing is I've got I think a 1660 Super, which I got like way before the crisis, only because it's using the NVEC 2 engine. So that's important. The 1080s and 1070s and stuff like that use the NVEC NVENC 1. The NVENC 2 does a much better job of encoding. So this is actually using the hardware encoding. So my stream PC, taking a 1440 picture, capturing it, running whatever else is running, even run game servers while I'm streaming and stuff like that. It's using 6% of the CPU. And I'm sending out 1080p at 6 megabits, sort of, you know, 1440 downscale to 1080, with sending out 3 streams. So currently sending out at the same time to YouTube, Twitch, and to Kick, and it's using 6% of the CPU. That's it. No, I'm not using Restream. I'm using a mod on. It's a multiple output mod on that you can a plugin that you can get for OBS. It's a free one, but what it does is by Sora Yuki. What it does is you can set up destinations for your streams. You can actually get it to re-encode it to different levels and stuff like that. But you can, so the mainstream goes to Kick, and then then it also sends it to YouTube and Twitch. So actually at 6 megabits a pop, so I'm actually like I've got 20 megabits upload going at the moment because it's the same stream 3 times. Yeah. Now, I mean, I could stream at 20 megabits to YouTube and then 8 to Kick and 6 to Twitch with this thing, but I'm not sure what it's going to do to the encoding and stuff like that. So I just took the lowest common denominator and made it easy. And of course, on Fiverr with 500 gig up, not really. I mean, 500 megabits up is not really an issue to do that multiple thing. Now, if you are tight with bandwidth and stuff like that, services like Restream and that are really good. And Restream is free for 2 services. So if you want to just do like YouTube and Kick, yeah, I'll definitely say go for Restream. It makes life easy. You just stream one output. If you want to do more, you've got to pay a certain amount a month, and I just deemed it wasn't really necessary. When I've got the bandwidth upload to do it for myself. I definitely think I want to go draw. Cute. Probably. Yeah, NDI does. I have tried with NDI because I originally set it up to use my Streambox was running on Linux, and I tried NDI to it and stuff like that. The problem with NDI is certain games caused issues. Certain games caused issues with NDI. It's kind of like if you're using OBS on a single PC, certain games will cause you issues with capturing things. You need to tweak things and stuff like that. When you're using a capture card, and you can get capture cards fairly cheap. When you're using a capture card, you don't have any of that because all you're doing is you're mirroring a monitor. So there's 0 issues. Yeah, I did enjoy playing Druid in early access. Wonder. Druid uses wisdom as its main thing. What other class uses wisdom? Cleric. I mean, you could kind of make a Druid cleric sort of support type class where you take like you go with a land druid or a caster, and say maybe a war cleric or something like that. And, you know, then you've kind of got all the sort of support of a, you've got like the full support of a druid, you know, like we can tangle stuff and that. And then when shit hits the fan, you just drop into bear form and just hammer stuff. And that will give you a pretty good combo. You know, so that's another way to go. Oh, okay, so you got it that far. Yeah, I mean, try NDI. It depends on what games you play. But I did kind of run into issues with. I ran into the same issues using NDI with using OBS on a single PC. But again, maybe talk to somebody who does do a single PC setup, how they get around those issues. But I had their capture card. I said, screw it. So I reinstalled Windows on my stream PC and, you know, used the capture card on that. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. It again, you just means you need to tweak certain things. Like, some games you need to do a full capture of the monitor. On other games, you can do a capture of game screen. You know, so it's like every time you kind of need to figure it out. Like, for example, with the capture card, if I've got the game up, oops, not that. If I've got the game up, or I pull in a browser and stuff like that, you know, it's not going to cause any issues. Now, if you're capturing the game screen and I pull in the browser, you guys wouldn't see this browser because you're only capturing the game screen. So I'd have to flick something in the NDI to capture the game screen. Sorry, to capture the monitor rather than the game screen. But then when I go back to the game screen, it would be jerky until I switch it back to just the game screen and not the monitor. I don't know if that's kind of made it sort of clear. But those are the two solutions. But the NDI does work well. When it works really well. It's quite impressive. People couldn't tell the difference between inside eyes. People couldn't tell the difference between using the NDI or using the capture screen. So it does work that well. But again, just some things would give issues, especially high, you know, the graphically heavy games. And this is on a 3090 I was having the issues. On a 3090. So it's got nothing to do with the power of the stuff. Oh no, say you didn't. All right, well, nobody's got anything else to say. Or chat about things. Then, ooh, horrible. There was a white hair. There we go. Like pink highlights. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And let's give it some green roots. You done with work, Majanoff? Nice. 35 minutes to go. It's almost time to uninstall and say goodbye to my characters. Actually, I don't have any yeah, you see, I don't have any save games. I've deleted them all. So that's all kind of deleted. All I need to do is uninstall the game so that the download can happen. You got a week of vacation. Nice, Majanoff. Have you got your Baldur's Gate ready to go? Actually, are you even? Would you even be playing this? Yeah, this is definitely a I'm really looking forward to this game. I mean, it's just like, I mean, this is just look at. They've really done a great job with this. So Majanoff, what's your kind of, what you looking at for your first character, your first run? I mean, I'm looking at the two, either the two rogue bard or the one kind of cleric one and the rest bard. So either it's a full support cleric, sorry, full support bard, or kind of thiefy bard. I might actually go with thiefy bard. You're thinking of an origin character. Yeah, if I'm going to go, I probably might go the Dark Urge for my first run. It's something really weird. And of course, you know, for my bard, there can only be one name. There can only be one name that I choose for my bard. That'd be either this part. That would be the only name that you can have for a bard. There can be no other name than that for a bard. And of course, because of that, I've already worked out the titles for my streams. First title is never going to give you up. Second title is never going to let you go. Third title, never going to run away. Fourth title, or desert you. Because it's Rick. And of course he's going to have a loot. We're going to have Rick Astley the Bard. Actually, how do you spell the two? It's got no E in it, does it? It's gonna be, I'm not sure which looks right. Although, from all accounts, apparently Rick is pretty good at playing the flute. What was that? No, that was George Michael. Was Rick a flute player? Yeah, George Michael was definitely a flute player. But was Rick a flute player? Yes, at one stage, I actually liked Worm. Yeah, we know George did, but the question was. You know which other group was actually? Do you remember Bananarama? I mean, it was weird. It was weird. You would like things like Wham. You would like stuff like Bananarama. You would the Bangles. But then you would like Pearl Jam, and you would like U2, and a little bit of Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. And it was just there was like so many different stuff that you would like. And now you listen to the music. And now today we listen to the music, and it's all the same formulaic crap. Seriously, I don't know what's happened. The music today is just so bad. I like some good trippy trance music and stuff like that. So, I'm used to like good pumping beats and things like that. But holy crap, the music today is goddamn awful. Cool Summer, yeah. There's some good stuff. There's some good stuff out there. I think we moved away from Baldur's Gate. Well, that is a mighty big flute. Yeah, so anyway. Soon the tables will be turning. Let's actually have a look at how many people are still playing Baldur's Gate Early Access. It was at 13,000. It's still at 13,000. Rather Twitch can suck my balls. I've got it. I've already got my channel at adults only. So yeah, the only thing I won't have is if there's copyright music on. But they're good with, it's all original music in Baldur's Gate, because they know people want to stream with the original music and stuff like that, so they're not using any copyright music, which is great. So yeah, and that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so I've got the extension. The extension is there. Now, in order to use the extension, I think, where's it, options? I think there is something, yeah, I don't know if my secret is still active, but I'll have to, I will set this up. That's right. The extension is all about the girth. But yeah, you've kind of got the cross save, things like that. You've got, geez, you'll be mad to run this as anybody. I mean, look at this, even LAN connections. If you want to just play, across a LAN. I mean, how many games have that anymore? kind of different. Oh no! In Conan, I gave no fucks. I had the full nudity enabled and everything else when I played. I'm sorry if boob streamers can paint their boobs online, you know, then seeing an animated ding dong flying around shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. And that's the question. Now this is the important question. Oh, I've got two important questions. Both of them are Druid related. The first one is bunking a Druid in animal form bestiality? Because it's a human. That's question number one. Well, we do know TikTok will ban you for it. Because they actually banned Larian on their live stream after showing that scene. It was hilarious. Well, no, it's a fully, well, it's a human, so it's given consent and everything else. It knows what it's doing. It's, you know, I would say no, it's not. And then the second question I have, are plants actually cannibals? My answer is yes, plants are cannibals. Sorry, it should say x.com. I'm not even going there. Plants are in fact cannibals because they will eat themselves, no problem. And you know how I came to this thought? We got some pot plants outside and the leaves fall down into the soil, or the fruit actually falls down into the soil, and you know, it just like feeds the soil and then the plant eats it and continues to grow. So plants are actually cannibals. They are cannibalistic. So you got to be careful of plants. They'll put you in a pot and they'll cook you. These are important thoughts that you have. These are the important questions that today's society needs to answer. What, the plants will eat you, or that druids are bestiality? But you've got to make me look at this, what you did there. Go away, no. I'm always afraid to open links. Oh. Nice. Yeah, so one of the things that the druids do get, one of the new things that they added, so the druid of the moon gets, so the bear was the big tough boy that they got, but the druids of the moon get another shape, the owl bear. So apparently the owl bear is tougher than the normal bear. It does more damage than the normal bear. So that's going to be pretty scary. What, you breed husbands? Please. You know, these are the same people that were complaining about having a master hard drive and slave hard drives. GitHub, when you used to open up a repository, the first repository that you used to open used to be called the master repository. Right? So when it kind of reduced your default to master repository. Now, on GitHub, if you create a new repository, it's called main. Oh, no, it's now the main branch, not the master branch. They actually defaulted it to main, not master. Yeah, well, that's kind of, I mean, again, it's not a big deal, but the reason, the bullshit reason for swapping it from master to main. Fork those forks. Yeah, it's but that's the but the old repositories had master, the new ones default to main. I mean, it's crap. It's all crap. It's all crap. So yeah, I don't know. I think I need to find out. I'm waiting to find out if these two become interchangeable. You see, one of the reasons I want to have a drow is because, you get keen senses, so you've got... Whoa! And Venro, thank you for the sub, much appreciated. For $5, I love you long time now. Oh, they did it for the cat. Oh, and I can't see you on my screen. Thank you. Can you activate drops? Drops should be activated, but I don't think they go live until the game is released. So tomorrow when I stream the game, I will have drops active. So you can get yourself. Where's this thing? Yes. So tomorrow you can get yourself some periwinkle undergarments. There you go, periwinkle undergarments. You need to watch a stream on Twitch for 2 hours. No, it has to remain pink. That's more of a pinkish purple. That's kind of a purple. That's pink. That's purple. That's pink. Yeah, you need to dye all these green for kick. That's the only way to be sure. So yeah, it's It's getting close. And yes, if you've got a Steam Deck, you'll be able to run it on your Steam Deck. If Twitch, well, yeah, you don't need to be online to play the game. Yeah, definitely you could, yeah. Just like the other games, there's no reason for you to be online. Yeah, so... Yeah, so that was a Dragon Ball. Yeah, I mean, again, see, the interface has changed completely, so we might spend a little bit too much time on character creation. Kind of got in my mind what I'm going to do, but we might spend a little bit too much time. Yeah, somebody actually, that was actually a really interesting, a half-orc berserk, well, orc, oh yeah, half-orc berserker, sort of a half-orc barbarian berserker dude. That would be nuts. Yeah, and the Dark Urge. So I think we definitely will do that as our origin, because it's going to be bizarre, the choices, and having you guys decide what we're doing is going to be even more bizarre. Staring at munchies. Right, I will be right back. I'll let you see Australian having munchies. You want a pure tile game? Well, that's going to be. Do you think any reviews? Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're going to have. Well, let's actually go with. Have you got the extra guys? They probably already got Dave, where's their wikis? Yeah, so they've already got their shit up. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of what annoys me about their website is that it always pushes you to the Twitch stream thing. But yeah, I don't like their website either. But their work is usually have a lot of decent information. Yeah, I mean I use Brave and AdBlock and all that sort of stuff going. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is 10 minutes to go. Let's exit. And pull up my theme. Right click, uninstall. All right. So we are ready to go. At the moment it's the 79 hours, 79 gigs. But yeah, so I think we're going to end it over there. I mean, we just had a little bit of a chit chat, jibber jabber, and all that. Tomorrow we'll be at yeah. We can wait till the download starts. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. UTC. Actually, let me see if I can put this music on. There we go. That's not too loud, is it? And so tomorrow at 12 p.m. UTC, we can. Oh, there you go. Sexy time. Oh god, the squirrel dropping is nut. Very hilarious. Okay. Leave this. At 12 p.m. UTC, we will start. I will probably be playing a little bit during the day, but not, on a separate character, just to make sure everything's sort of working as it should. Is there a way to? There's no way to actually make this. I thought there was. Well, I mean, I've played the first chapter. I played most of the first chapter already. So it's not going to change that much. I won't be playing the Dark Urge. That's going to be, I'll leave that for stream. But kind of the first kind of little bit is pretty much this. That's standard shit. And just seeing that, just having a better look at the new interface and stuff like that, and seeing what the sort of the leveling's like. Ooh! And seeing what the leveling's like and stuff like that. I don't see too much of an issue with that. Oh god, look at that. 40. It's actually increasing. It's like, guys, you've got to leave the game so that when the download. Oh, Steam's going to crash. No doubt about it. I'm calling this number to get to about 150. I know it's crazy, but I'm calling this to get to about 150. I think, Majorov, I think that might be what's happened. Hey, Imposter Hellman's back. I think that might be actually what's happened. Oh, but everybody's already, look here, let's put it this way. You've already got AAA devs complaining that they can't do anything like this game. That they shouldn't expect, people shouldn't expect them to do it. I mean, AAA companies with hundreds of millions more than Laren was a small studio. You know, they're not a big, they've grown quite dramatically making this, but they were not a big studio, and they produce some brilliant quality games, community driven stuff like that. And all these AAA devs from Ubi and all that sort of complaining that it's unreasonable to expect them to do this. Bullshit. Last peak was 93. Okay, yeah, boulders would definitely hit 150. I mean, look at it. There's still 10,000 people playing this game. And it's a 6-year-old game. And there's still 10,000 people playing it. Yeah, this is definitely going to hit 150. I'm calling it now. Mini Roger, I would go get that checked. It could be space crabs. Yeah, but okay, so yeah, Remnant has done really well with its numbers. But you would expect games like first-person shooters, those sort of games, to get way beyond a CRPG. Way beyond. You don't expect CRPGs to get high numbers. But this is like, people are already calling this a once-in-a-generation game. It's so big. It's kind of, this is the new standard. I mean, I've said it and I've heard other people say it as well, is that this is literally sort of the new old BioWare. When BioWare was good and they're producing like these crazy hits that nobody could come close to. This is, this is that. And but it's not something that, this isn't something that just came out of the wild. With all the other games, they've worked to they've worked up to this point. So that's kind of why I don't expect any sort of Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky type thing from this. Also, we've played the early access, and the early access has been great. All right. Oh yeah, that's why it's kind of like, so as soon as this came up, as soon as this came into early access, I bought straight away. People are complaining, oh, it's so expensive for early access and blah blah blah. I bought straight away because I had absolute faith that Larian was going to deliver something good compared to the track record. You know, and it's now kind of anything from EA and stuff like that. No, I'll wait for reviews before I buy it, if I buy it. But Larian, different story. You know, there's certain games that have really earned. Certain studios that have earned their trust. Start spamming refresh. Oh, you have to wait for this early access tag to disappear. Still there, still there. One more minute. One more minute. 22 friends want this. No, 25 friends already own this game. Holy shit. No, it's not. Okay, my clock just ticked over. No, I want it now. I want it now. Come on. Oh. Okay, wait. It's 79. Install. H. Yeah, that ate up. That absolutely destroyed my net. That destroyed my net. Okay. So I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm back. I should be back. I'm back on YouTube. I'm back on Kick.
Your stream just died because your download.
Yeah. It's just quick. It's no. It's I'm up on. I'm back up on. There we go. I should be back up on. Okay.
Oh, and also you, yeah, okay.
All right, I'm back on. So I had to pause my download because I killed my streams by downloading it. So at this point, I am going to say good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, 12 p.m. UTC, where we will be doing some more Baldur's Gate. Fictitious, exactly. Exactly right. As soon as I hit install, it crashed. It completely crashed on my streams. So yeah, tomorrow, 12 p.m. UTC, I will see you guys live, and we will be taking our first steps into Baldur's Gate. So till then, enjoy your downloads. I will see you soon. Thanks for having a chat with me. Bye. And I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the stream now by hitting resume download. There it goes. Hi, everybody.